Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Hi, I'm so excited. I just got picked, so
all
my
right.
question is personal.
Yes.
On June 8th of 2020, I had an experience with my divine counterpart. I wanted to know what my cycles per second were during that interaction.
186,000 cycles per second.
Okay, and can you go a little bit more into the Christ consciousness frequency that the physical mind understood the experience to be?
Christ consciousness frequency is above 230,000 cycles per second.
Okay, excellent. And I was just wondering if counterparts have the same core frequency.
No, it is slightly different because you are different beings, but there are a lot of similar wavelengths within it that cause the attraction.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I just wanted to get clarification.
Yes.
And I just had one more question. Can
We'll
you go
see
a
about
little
that.
bit into how the energy works between counterparts when they're physically interacting?
Well, there is an exchange, a sharing of frequencies, a matching of frequencies that open you up to inspirations you otherwise might not have on your own. So it's a reflective quality that counterparts can do for each other, where their vibration inspires you to match their frequency, giving you more access to more information that can help you become more of yourself.
Okay, perfect. That's been my experience. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
Good day.
First, I want to thank you because of an interaction that you had 30 years ago with a person that eventually made me that I am here today.
All right, thank you.
So for that interaction of 30 years ago is really meaningful, has been really impactful on my life.
All right.
My question is maybe an expansion on something that you have addressed yesterday, but I would like to ask whether you have anything more to that, whether you could give any more comments on a human condition that we call grief after the departure of a loved one or
Yes.
another dramatic, traumatic loss.
Again,
because
you have to stop calling it a loss.
Okay.
That's why you experience it as grief, because you're defining it as a disconnection, as a loss.
Yeah, you did mention that yesterday.
Yes.
The issue in that situation is that one of your key themes is to connect with your excitement.
Yes.
And that has become a theme in my life.
Yes.
But in a situation like that, it is one of the most difficult things to do exactly that.
If you say so, if you believe so. Okay. But it is only because you have been trained to define it that way.
Okay.
You need to retrain yourself to understand it in a different way and give it a different definition, and then you will experience it differently. Remember, it's only your definitions that create the way you experience something. So when you say it's difficult, you have to understand there's no such thing as an inherently difficult situation. It is only the definitions that make it seem so.
The human condition of that is...
That is human training.
Okay.
Not your natural state.
Okay.
So you have to untrain yourself and go back into your natural state, which knows it is connected to everything and experiences that connection in a lot of joyful ways. Thus, a transition into spirit would not be experienced by someone in that state as a grief-oriented experience, and it wouldn't be difficult in any way, shape, or form to feel the connection that is still there. So you're talking about human training, not a natural condition.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Do you understand?
It does make sense.
All right.
Okay.
And so, can you have a belief that you can train yourself to experience that transition differently?
I guess that is the difficulty, to not feel that belief.
Do you understand that feelings are generated by belief?
Yeah, I heard you say that yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can't have that feeling if you don't have that belief.
Okay.
You have a different belief, you have a different feeling.
Okay.
So it's up to you to find out why you're holding on to that belief and let it go so that you will have a different belief that generates a different feeling.
Okay.
Does it serve you to believe that this is a difficult thing to do?
No, it doesn't.
Then why are you choosing to do that?
Yeah. That's the vicious circle that situation so easily brings.
That's what happens when you buy into beliefs that are out of alignment with who you prefer to be. It creates that vicious cycle, as you say.
Yeah.
Because remember, all beliefs are designed to reinforce themselves. They have to perpetuate themselves. That's just the way they're designed. Or you wouldn't be having a physical experience, because physical reality is an illusion. So it's the beliefs in the physical mind that make physical reality seem real and solid, because belief systems reinforce themselves with emotions, with thought patterns and behaviors to make physical reality seem real. Mm-hmm. But when you change the belief, you change the feelings, you change the thoughts, you change the behaviors, and you change the experience. That's the order in which it happens. So anytime you're having an experience that you don't prefer, it can be traced all the way back to a belief that you're holding on to for some reason that you think it's important to hold on to. Find out why you believe it's important to hold on to it, and then you'll see that it is nonsensical. It doesn't really make sense. It's not really necessary, and you can let it go, because as soon as a belief system doesn't make sense, it's gone. You've dropped it, because you don't hold on to things that don't make sense. If you hold on to a belief that doesn't work for you, that can only mean there is some belief within you that's making it make sense or making it seem like the better alternative. This is what we call the motivational mechanism. You always move toward what you believe benefits you. You always, without fail, move away from what you don't believe benefits you. So if you are holding on to something that doesn't feel right, that feels like a struggle, that feels like difficulty, if you're holding on to it, that can only mean you have a belief that says that the alternative is worse and would be more painful, more difficult. So you might have a belief within there that says, well, if I don't feel this grief, then somehow I am not honoring this person. I'm not connecting to this person. You might think that the idea of letting the grief go somehow lets the person go, when in fact it would actually connect you more strongly to them if you understood how things worked. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Is it helping?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's helping.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
That was my question.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, enjoy your short break, and we will resume this transmission with a holotope meditation. All right, I'll say thank you for your attention at this time. We will continue this transmission with your holotope meditation. Allow yourselves, with either eyes open or eyes closed, whatever you are comfortable with, to focus on the holotop in front of you, the patterns, the fractals, the representations of multiple parallel realities, and allow yourself to become relaxed and let go of the cares of the day. Allow your music to come up. Allow yourselves to drift and dream with us now as we take you on this journey. Allow yourselves to focus on all of the different colors and patterns in the holotope before you. Experience the multidimensionality of this symbol and this representation. Allow yourselves to breathe deeply and easily in and out, in and out, in and out. And remember all that we have discussed in the transmissions yesterday and today of your time, of your connections to multiple dimensions, of your connections to parallel realities, of your connection to the higher mind, of your connection to souls, spirit guides, and soul families and friends, of your ability to crystallize all of these connections, all of these lines of energy and lines of light, and to bring them to the forefront of your physical reality experience by taking the actions on your passions that are representative of who you truly are in your core frequency. Let this holotope image be a representation of all of the parallel reality and multiple dimensional connections that you have within each and every one of you. You are multidimensional beings of light, of love, of energy and consciousness. Allow yourselves to continue to breathe deeply and evenly. And allow yourselves now, in your imagination, to connect to this image of the holotope as the energy that radiates outward from your solar plexus, from your heart, from your mind, multidimensional levels simultaneously overlapping. Allow yourself to breathe this in and breathe it out into your reality experience every moment of every day as you journey through life, the unique path that you are. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And feel the freedom that comes with releasing all of the belief systems that do not serve you, that are out of alignment with who you prefer to be. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And invite in all of those that do serve you, that do align with your core vibration, your essential self. Remember in the law of attraction that you are always radiating that core frequency, and it is always attracting what you need. Let yourself clear the way so that it can attract what you need to be fulfilled in life, to be joyful in life, to be of service to all others in life by being your true self, as a living example of love and light, of action, of creativity and imagination, of kindness and compassion, of gentleness and willingness to include all on your journey that are relevant for you to experience, relevant for you to have relationships with, as they come to you in perfect timing across the span of your timeline, the span of your life. Letting go of all imposition of what you believe the relationships ought to be, but letting them be what they truly are, so they may serve you purely. All connections to nature, to the sky, to the sea, to the earth, to all dimensions of spirit. And remember that you are in spirit now. Allow yourselves to feel that version of you in spirit that functions as your higher mind, that sends you messages of energy that you translate as passion in your physical form. Allow yourselves to see in this holotope image all of the different parallel realities that you connect to, all of the different lines of light and information and experience that are downloaded into you constantly, moment to moment, billions of times per second, as you fluctuate and shift between all the different realities, as you build your timeline automatically and effortlessly. as you navigate through that timeline towards more and more positive reflections and different versions of Earth. And as you connect and reconnect, as you plug and unplug, dynamically shifting, constantly being a new self, born anew every moment, again and again and again and again. As you journey through this dream, as you become more and more aware, more and more lucid in the physical dream, and become more aware of all your connections to spirit, to self, to extraterrestrial civilizations, to extra-dimensional experiences. As you journey through the stars, as you journey through the cosmos, as you journey through the multiverse, as you feel the waves and waves and waves of love and light from all that is radiating outward from the central core of your being. The warmth of the love and support that are constantly given to you, eternally, infinitely, unconditionally, in the here and the now, from the all that is, to all of you, from all of us, your galactic family, who welcomes you and invites you and cherishes you and knows the power within you and sees the spark of divine light within each and every one of you and all of you together, and knows what you are capable of, and knows you have the freedom to choose, and knows how free you are. Let the illusions of your limitations vanish, disappear, fade from your consciousness, except for those that serve you in a positive way and allow you to experience the process of discovery and change that allows you to grow and allows creation to expand and experience itself anew, constantly and forever, over and over, without end, without beginning, in the here and the now. Allow yourself to breathe in and out, gently, deeply. Forgive and let go. Forgive and let go. Forgive and let go. Allow yourself to shift. Allow yourself to know that you always are changing, for change is the only single constant in creation. Existence is what you are, in all its forms, in all its beauty, in all of its grace and glory. Existence is what you are, self-aware, here and now, existence that cannot be undone, that cannot be annihilated, that cannot cease to exist. Change you will, forever and ever, into different forms and expressions, on an endless journey, a constant journey, a wondrous, magical journey of creation and consciousness, knowing itself more and more deeply every day, every moment. As you walk the path that you are, as you live the agreements that you have made, as you experience the challenges that are representative of the themes of your life, as you allow the transformations to take place that evolve you into a new form of humanity, a new expression of life. As you see yourselves not in nature, but as nature, as extensions of Gaia, extensions of the consciousness of the earth, extensions of the cosmos, extensions of a galactic family, an intergalactic family, an interdimensional family, a multiversal family. Breathe it in and let it out into your reality and crystallize it day by day, and let yourself and your heart be the fiery crucible that melts all away that do not belong, melts it down into liquid, transmuting it and transforming it and recrystallizing it into pure light, pure love, pure being. You are a grand adventure. You are. You are. You are. And even as all that is expresses itself as I am that I am, you are. You are. You are. Drift and dream and allow the music of creation and the music of the spheres to resonate within you, within your heart, and feel that boundless energy and boundless love, the unconditionality of all that is, that allows you the freedom to choose to be who you are. Feel that energy growing within you, expanding within you, filling you up and fulfilling you. Allow yourself to drift and dream and feel the waves of energy passing through you as you become more and more transparent to yourself, so that you may discern and clearly see all that lies within you, and see the deep mystery of your being and the deep beauty of that mystery that unfolds within you, moment by moment, day by day, in every way that serves you, as you are of service to others. The mystery will unfold and reveal to you all that you need to know, all that is relevant to you, in perfect timing, in beauty and grace and creativity, as your imagination connects you to your higher mind and becomes the conduit of communication to all that is. Receive all that you deserve, for you are all worthy. By the very fact of your existence, you are worthy. For creation does not make mistakes. And even those in your journey that you consider to be mistakes are yet another opportunity to learn, to grow, and to continue your journey in the most beneficial way, in the most expanded way, in the most creative way. So fear not the idea of failure, for from paths that are not yours, you can learn more clearly the path that is you. And in that context, there is no failure if you are willing to learn and willing to grow. Stay in the positive state so that all that occurs will benefit you and serve you and breathe it in and let it out. And breathe it in and let it out. And breathe it in and let it out. And let the divine spark within you shine forth and ring clearly as a bell. Bell that calls you to the light within yourself. A crystal clarion call to all to say, this is who I am, for I am who I am. And I am the unique expression of all that is. And I am you from a different point of view. And let that be your mantra to all. I am you from a different point of view. And feel the compassion that stretches out from you to all, to all, to all. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Deeply, passionately, live your lives. Float freely now on the currents of creation. Drift and dream in the warm embrace of all that is. For it loves you unconditionally, as it loves itself, for you are itself. You are it and you are other. You are the reflection that allows it to know it is self-aware. To know thyself is to know all that is. And as all that is knows itself through you, you know yourself more and more deeply. In every way, every day. Be what you know yourself to be. Take action upon the passions that are your true vibration, your essential self, your core being, your inner light. Crystallize that within you. Breathe it in and make it your own. Drift and dream, drift and dream. Let the vibrations and the music carry you on the currents of creation and receive from us our unconditional love and support and our hand in friendship and in love. Our unconditional love to you all as we welcome you home. Welcome home. Welcome home. And now just allow yourselves to breathe deeply in and let it out. And once more deeply in and let it out. And once more deeply in and hold it and cherish it and blow it out. As it becomes your reality, as it becomes all that you need, as it becomes all that is. And just continue to breathe. As your music fades, gently, softly, allow yourself to awaken to a new reality. Every moment, a new reality. Deeply dreaming, deeply living, deeply creating. A new reality. Every moment of your being. We welcome you home. We welcome you home. We welcome you home. Ave.